Next example, I have negative 5 less than or equal to negative 3x plus 4 less than 19. Alright, so this one is a different form than the previous example. We have two sides, two numbers on both sides of x, where x is in the middle, and two inequality. So in order to solve for this, I want to get negative 3x by itself, so I'm going to cancel out the 4 in the middle. So I'm going to subtract 4 in the middle, then I'm going to subtract 4 on the right side and on the left side. So when you have a problem in this format, you have to follow this process. So in the middle will be negative 3x less than 19 minus 4, which is 15 on the right. Over here, less than or equal negative 5 minus 4, which will be negative 9. After that, to get x by itself, I'm going to divide by negative 3. And then here, I'm going to divide by negative 3 on the right, divide by negative 3 on the left. So over here, negative 9 divided by negative 3 will be positive 3. But remember, since I divide by a negative number, I'm going to flip this inequality sign. So it's going to be greater than or equal x in the middle. Since I also divide this by a negative number, I'm going to flip this inequality sign, which will be greater than 15 divided by negative 3 is negative 5. So this is what my answer will look like, but I'm going to flip so that the inequality sign is facing the other direction. So I'm going to flip the whole thing, meaning that it will be negative 5 on the left less than x less than or equal to 3. Now this is in the inequality form. If it asks you to divide in interval notation, I will just use these two numbers. So negative 5, comma, positive 3. Now the inequality sign greater than is on the negative 5. That means I'm just going to put parenthesis. This inequality sign, less than or equal, is on the 3, or is with the 3. I'm going to put bracket on the 3. So any answer is acceptable. The first one, again, is inequality notation. The one below is interval notation. So let me write this out. Inequality and the second one, interval notation. Alright, now it may ask you to graph on the number line. So the one that we did previously, so regardless if you were in inequality notation or interval notation, you would just use the two numbers in your answer. So negative 5 on the left and then positive 3 on the right. So the previous way we did it was, since it's less than or equal, that means it's going to be a closed circle on the 3, less than on the negative 5, so it would be an open circle, and then you would just connect the two circles together, meaning that numbers between 3 and negative 5 is the solution for this problem. Now the other way we would graph would be, so same thing, you're going to use the 3 and then you're going to use the negative 5. Now you don't have to put the numbers in the middle, because the way how you're going to graph, you can tell me, is that the solution is going to be the numbers between and including positive 3 with the negative 5. So you see how we have a bracket on the 3? So you would draw a bracket, a big bracket, and then you draw a parenthesis in the same directions from your answer. So I would draw my parentheses like this on the negative 5. It's just facing the same direction, and then I would darken the line on the number line, just like this. Now here, you can tell me from the graph that the answer is between -5 and +3, including 3, because the bracket is on a 3, but -5 is not included because of the parenthesis. So either way, these two graphs are acceptable if you were to graph this on my test.